Welcome, basketball fans, to Hoops Roundup with your host, Randy Silver. What a day of basketball we had today. It's bittersweet because the FIBA World Cup is over, but we had amazing games and it makes it worth it. You want to see that at the end of the tournament. Now that FIBA is over, come back here, subscribe, because on Hoops Roundup, NBA will be starting up soon and we'll have all your news on a daily and weekly basis. In our championship game today, we had Germany versus Serbia, where they do a game summary, box score, analysis, and highlights. We had our third place game, USA versus Canada. We'll have the same summary, analysis, box score, and highlights. And of course, we'll go over the whole FIBA World Cup, the highs and the lows, the awards, the all-tournament team, brackets, Olympic qualifiers, and more. So this is our agenda as we had every day. Your podium, done in that, is Germany, Serbia, and Canada. Germany win their first World Cup ever. Serbia was trying to go for their first World Cup ever. Second time they've lost in the finals. Canada win their first medal ever in the FIBA World Cup. That means USA is fourth, not on the podium for the second time in two tournaments. Yes, in between they won the Olympics, which probably means more, but you want to win every tournament. The talent should help them medal, but they did not get there. So how did Serbia and Germany happen? How did Germany win it all? Let's dive into the game for you. Your Germany versus Serbia FIBA World Cup Finals. Game summary, analysis, reaction, highlights. Let's dive into it. For Germany to get to the finals, they had to beat USA, the second rated team in the world, and then they beat Latvia in the quarterfinals. In the semifinals, Serbia beat Canada, and in the quarterfinals, Serbia beat Lithuania. So now Germany and Serbia, two powerhouses from Europe, playing for the championship, not just to see who's the best in Europe, the best in the world. The winner, Dutchland, Germany, led by Schroeder, MVP of the tournament, which we'll touch on a little bit. The Wagner brothers and Theis, four NBA players out here balling on the international stage. Germany did not lose a game in this tournament. You could have lost a game in the qualification stages, a second round, but no, Germany is the only team to go undefeated. And look at that. Some of the games were blowouts, some were close, such as 83-77, 113-111 over the US, 81-79. So they know how to win big games and they knew how to win close games. For this final game, Franz Wagner was the player of the game. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, at plus 19 efficiency. Killing it for Dutchland, winning the game, helping them get their first ever World Cup championship. So let's go through the game a little bit and show you some play-by-play. Serbia started hot, up 16-14, a close game, about 3 minutes left in the first. Tied in the second at 33-33, so you can see the game stayed relatively close. With 2 minutes left in the second, 42-40 Serbia. 51-51 in the third quarter, so extremely close game throughout. You'll start to see Germany pull away here in the third quarter. They were making some threes. They were holding Serbia to less offensive rebounds than normal. 64-55 here, Germany versus Serbia with 1 minute left in the third. 2 minutes left in the fourth. Germany's up 9, 78-69. Wagner has 19 points right now, while he averages 16. Now watch what happens here. 78-69. 2 minutes left in the fourth. 79-77, 25 left in the fourth. So let's go back really quickly. Germany scored 1 point in basically 2 minutes, while Serbia got 8 points and took it to a 2-point game. Schroeder was able to make a layup to make it 83-77, and that was basically the game. And Germany wins it all. What a team. What a tournament. Give it up to Serbia. This was without Nikola Jokic, their NBA two-time MVP, their NBA Finals MVP, their NBA Finals champion. Decided to take the summer off in rest, well-deserved. Expect Serbia to be right back here on the podium in the Olympics, especially when they add in Nikola here. Good luck. They're going to be a dominant force in the Olympics next year in Paris. But today is all about Germany, winning their first ever medal in FIBA World Cup, winning their first ever gold medal here, crushing it. Obviously, the German teams won the World Cup in soccer a couple times. Men's team is now at the same level. Schroeder happy. Good for him. His career kind of went down a little bit. Didn't pan out well with the Celtics. Bounced around, went back to the Lakers. Had a pretty good season last season. Now he's going to be the point guard for the Raptors. And this has to feel good. You can see it on his face. Here's the team on the podium about to get the medal. Doing a little dance and shuffle with the coach. Again, just love to see the team chemistry, camaraderie, being together. This is what makes the international game so appealing and so fun. as these teams come up together from the youth ranks and now can do it on the senior level. USA team, our team hadn't played together a lot. This team, especially in the World Cup, was just thrown together. They have not played together besides for an NBA, and it was hard for them to find chemistry. Their defense wasn't there, and when you play together for 10, 15 years, this is what happens. You can build a team and win. We saw that with Spain in previous years as well. Saw that with Argentina. Here's them lifting the trophy in celebration. Super excited. Dennis Schroeder retweeting, "We are the world champions." Here's a couple more photos. You have to celebrate them. Good team win. One team has victory. The other team has misery. Serbia, sad, defeated. You get to the mountaintop right there and unfortunately are not able to come through. Germany are the world champions with an 83-77 win. Schroeder had 28 points in the game to lead Germany, who will leave Manila with their second ever World Cup medal to go to their third place finish in 2022. Germany broke open the game with a 13-2 run in the third quarter, which we showed you. There were 12,000 fans in the arena. And that layup we talked about, Schroeder, with 21 seconds left, helped win them the game. For Serbia, Almarovic scored 21 points in a losing effort, which helps them get on the World Cup podium again, but lost in the finals for the second time. First time was in 2014 against the USA. Congrats for Germany. This is the first time German basketball has won major event medals in consecutive years. They won the bronze medal in the FIBA Eurobasket 2022, so it shows that they've been building up to this point. And Serbia, of course, looking to hopefully get off the second place and go first place when they compete in the Olympics next year. When we look at the box score, Franz Wagner, 19 points. Schroeder, 28 points. Vademan, 12 points. For a team, they shot 49% from the field. They shot 60% from 2, 31% from 3. They made 22 of 25 free throws. In a 6-point game, 88% free throws is crucial. It's big. You can see here that their starters played the majority of the game. Final game, energy. You have the adrenaline to push through. When we look at Serbia, they shot 41% from the field. So we're going to look at the 41 to 49. 51% from 2, 31% from 3, so a little bit less than each. Bogdanovic, 17 points. He had a couple of rebounds. He played a lot of minutes, but Serbia could just not push through. When we look at the team comparison, Germany shot the ball better from 2. They tied from 3. Free throws, 88%. When we look at rebounds, Serbia is supposed to be bigger in the paint, but Germany was able to get more rebounds. Offensive rebounds were the same. That's still high for both teams, 11 and 12. But defensive rebounds, they were able to limit Serbia getting second chance points. We talked about the game, how close it was. Fast break points, 13 to Serbia to 8. So not crazy fast break. A lot of build up from the half court set. When we look at points from the bench, 46 to Serbia to Germany's 15. So again, Germany's starters showed out here, played really well, and led by Schroeder. So that's how Germany was able to get the victory and get the win and become world champions. Congrats to them. USA versus Canada, FIBA World Cup, third place game. Let's go over the game summary, highlights, reactions, and more. To start the game, Canada was up early, 6-9 with 6:38 left. In the second quarter with 8:40 left, Canada up 36-30. Look at this fan's hat. Thank you, FIBA. I would have to say Manila fans were great all tournament. They were loud. It felt like a really electric atmosphere. Not just in Manila, but that's where the finals were, and Japan, Indonesia, where other games happened as well. Third quarter, 68-65. So still a pretty close game. And then Canada was able to pull away late in the third, beginning of fourth, up 94-86 in the U.S. So USA is down 8. 2 minutes left. USA is now up 2, 105-103. And then we skipped a bit, but it's worth it. So USA is taking the lead here. There's a bunch of NBA players on the Canada squad. Obviously, the whole USA team's NBA players. So they're used to this pressure, this type of intensity. Brooks made a big 3. He had 39 points in this game. He was 7 for 8 from 3. Where's his Brooks for Grizzlies? Now he's on the Rockets. We'll see how he does there. So this is the unreal play. This is what you dream of. USA is down 4, and they get fouled. Bridges makes the first free throw. So now they're down 108-111 with 4.2 left. Bridges intentionally misses the free throw. You can see here, number 5, he gets his rebound, top of your screen, turns around, shoots a 3 with 2.1 seconds left, makes it. Woo! 111, 108. Canada is now 111, 111, 0.7 seconds left. Halliburton, can't believe it. Reeves, can't believe it. Mello in the crowd. Whew, can't believe it. Sue Bird, cheering, laughing. Look at the announcer behind Mello right here on the right. Can't believe it. Whew, USA player, cannot believe it. Just Canada gets the ball, takes the shot, and look at that. Halfway down the rim by Olynyk, and does not go in. You imagine if USA tied the game off of a basically 4-point play on that free throw miss to then losing the game in regular time by Olynyk on a deep three off of a throw-in. He's like, oh my word, I was so close. This fan, number 95, Canada, you see him at Toronto Raptors games all the time if you're an NBA fan. Very big loyalist to Canada basketball and Toronto Raptors. Just out there, he could not believe it. 0.2 seconds left. He got the ball off. It would have counted. He got off of 0.1. Halfway down, did not go in. This takes us to overtime with 3:43 left. It's 5-minute overtime. Canada's up 113 to 111. Shea Alexander, whew, he basically breaks 2 ankles right here, Reeves and Bridges. Reeves stays up, Bridges goes down, nails it. 116, 111, 3:34 left. Here's one more angle of that. You can see Bridges on the ground right there, him posting it, boom. Next possession, 118, 114. You have right here Dylan Brooks on the baseline, putting up a shot, goes in, all net. That makes it. Brooks is able to make it all net. Brooks makes his shot, 118, 114, gets all net. From here, basically Canada pulled away. Mean mugging. 120, 114. 121, 115, now 46 seconds left. RJ Barrett, top of the key, open with a 3. Dagger. 124, 115. Canada can feel it. They're going to get their first medal ever. Fans are feeling it. Austin Reeves, from the logo, makes it. He banked it in. Bank was still open late night. 125, 118, but it's too late. Canada gets a couple free throws. Win the game, 127, 118. Brooks hugging his coach. After all he went through in the NBA playoffs and with Memphis, this has to feel good for him. He played out of this real tournament. He was named NBA. Excuse me. This has to feel good for Brooks after all the ridicule he went through all NBA season, the suspension, the talk, the playoffs, postseason, free agency. He showed out here in the World Cup. He was named Defensive Player of the tournament. He deserved it. He shut down Luka. He shut down Edwards. He shut down some world-class players here. Steve Kerr, USA coach, shaking the hands of the Canadian coaches. USA lose 127 to 118. This is Canada's first major international medal in 87 years. The last time Canada took home basketball hardware was a silver in the 1936 Berlin Olympics, and we all remember that, right? Crazy. Obviously, Canada has been on the up and up in basketball. You see all the Canadian basketball players in the NBA. Be on the lookout for them in the Olympics. They have qualified, same as U.S. They have a chance to get podium again. The U.S. failed to medal in its second consecutive World Cup. The first time this has happened since 1970. Jaren Jackson Jr. did not play in this game. Ingram did not play in this game. Banchero did not play in this game for illness. Ingram did not play in the semifinals because he had a respiratory infection. Seems like, unfortunately, he's going throughout the team. More people had it. Obviously, that size is a big factor when you're playing against Canada, who have athletes and can get to the rim. Steve Kerr, coach, said we just didn't defend well enough against Germany in the semifinals or Canada here in the third-place game. Every year when you try to build a team, you try to build the best two-way team you can to be able to get stops and score, and everyone's doing that. Obviously, we did not do that here. The USA, including the 2019 World Cup and 2021 Olympics, where they won gold. The Americans now have lost 7 times, though. So who's going to be able to come back and help us out in the Olympics next year in Paris? Will LeBron? Will KD? Will Steph? Will Draymond come back? Will DeRozan? There's so many more players. Who from this team will be there? You have to think potentially Edwards and Bridges. They showed out. Other than that, we'll see what the coaching staff wants to do. But today's day in the third-place game belongs to Canada. Brooks here with the Canadian flag. Canadian team posing with their third-place medals. Yes, you don't want to be in third place, but for a team that has not been on the podium in 87 years in international competition, this has to feel good. And they're relatively young too. So Olympics, future World Cups, they'll be here. Here's the picture of Bridges on that 4-point play. Just wanted to pop it again. Looking unreal. Another picture with the team posing with their third place medals. Canada get the bronze medal. Congratulations to Canada. 118 USA, 127 Canada. Dylan Brooks ends with 39 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Now let's show you the box score. In terms of rebounds, Canada had less rebounds by 3. We had 15 offensive rebounds to their 11. So we won the offensive board, but you'll see something. Our shooting percentage was poor. We shot 37% from 3, while Canada shot 45%. From 2 was basically the same, 59, 55. Free throws, 75%, 85%. You can see, again, it was a really close game throughout, and Canada pulled away in overtime. Points in the paint, points from the bench, 46 to 19. So Canada starters were able to push them through. When you have that many points from your bench, you expect to win, so it's tough. Points in the paint we won. Points off of turnovers, they had 6 more. So a little bit more, but nothing here crazy says a lot. When you go to the actual box score, this is what matters. USA went 10 from 27 from 3. So we made 10 threes, while Canada went 17 from 37. 7 more threes. That's 21 more points off of threes. Dylan Brooks himself, let's show you, went 7 for 8 from 3. Dylan Brooks made 7 threes. The USA team made 10 threes total. Wild. That is just wild. That's not what you expect at all. When we look at the USA team, overall, Halliburton had 6. Bridges had 19. Edwards led the team with 24. He will be on the Olympic team next year. He's him. He led the team. He did well. Reeves had 23. He could be a great bench player in the Olympic team next year. Come in, give baskets and threes when needed. When we look at the Canadian team, who led the team? Brooks with 39 points. Again, just not expected. Barrett had 23. Gilgeous-Alexander with 31. And Dort with 11. So good team win all around by Canada. They come in and get their first medal in 80-plus years. Just a fantastic performance by Team Canada. You have to give them congratulations on getting the victory. That is your USA versus Canada FIBA World Cup third-place game. Okay, let's go over your FIBA World Cup review, awards, all-tournament team, brackets, Olympic qualifiers, and more. Your MVP of the World Cup, Dennis Schroeder for Germany. Absolutely showed out. Congrats to Dennis Schroeder. He had an up-and-down season with the Lakers. He had up and down past couple years in the NBA, but international level here, he is him. Here's your All-Star 5. These are just the top 5 players in the tournament. There's no particular position. Dennis Schroeder, point guard, your MVP of the tournament from Germany. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Canada. Anthony Edwards, Team USA. Bogdan Bogdanovic for Serbia. And finally, Luka Doncic for Slovenia. For Luka, he averaged 31 minutes in this tournament. He made 32% from 3, 53% from 2, 77% from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. So basically, he averaged 27 points a game, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. Just unbelievable. He will be an MVP of the NBA in the next couple seasons, just absolutely crushing it. Anthony Edwards is him for Team USA. What did he do? He just had 35 points in one game. USA records 38. He averaged 18 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 16 efficiency. Really did a great job. He led Team USA, and he brought them back multiple times when they were down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This was probably his welcome out party, and OKC doesn't get a lot of light. They crushed the last season. He will be a big star. He was MVP caliber player last season. He was all-star last season. Expect him to take step-ups this season, and he's a star in the NBA. What did he just do? He averaged a 30 efficiency. Unreal. He averaged 25 points a game here, 6 assists, only 1 turnover while handling the ball basically the whole time with 6 rebounds. And he shot 30% from 3, 63% from 2. Bogdan Bogdanovic, helping Serbia get to the finals, plays for the Hawks. Efficiency 21.6. He averaged 19 points a game, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and did a great job. He led Serbia when they don't have their star forward, their star NBA Finals MVP, 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic. So imagine Bogdan and Nikola in the Olympics next year. Good luck. And then finally, Dennis Schroeder. Don't mind that picture in the top left. The website messed it up. Efficiency 17.6. He led the whole Germany team to the finals. They got the championship. 19 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds a game. But what really mattered was he was the man for Germany. He led the ball down the court every time. He was him for Germany and deserved that title of MVP. Best coach goes to Latvia head coach Luka Benci. He helped Latvia get to their 5th place in their first ever World Cup, which is massive to be able to get into the knockout round and not just knockout round to 5th place. He also led the team to a fantastic 21-3 record since he took over before the World Cup pre-qualifiers. Latvia plays a beautiful brand of basketball with 24 assists per game. They did not qualify for Olympics yet because it's the top 2 teams from Europe, which means it's Serbia and Germany, but expect them to get into those Olympic qualifiers, which they did, and be able to get out of that to move into the Paris Olympics. Best defensive player in the tournament, Dylan Brooks. He was him on defense. He was known on the Grizzlies for his defense. His antics kind of got out of the way of it, but he's always been a good defensive player. Proved it here. This should help him rebuild some confidence and rebuild that aura that he has moving into the NBA season. Brooks more than gladly accepted any defensive assignment for bronze medal Canada. He was able to go against Luka, Evan Fournier, against the U.S. He held Anthony Edwards pretty in check. He was him on the defensive unit and deserves this recognition. Your all-second team unit is Simone Forcino from Italy, Arthur Zagris from Latvia, Jonas Valanciunas from Lithuania, Nikola Molchanov from Serbia, and Franz Wagner from Germany. So notice here the different nations represented, and then we go back to the first team, Anthony Edwards. So Team USA only had 1 player when they're supposed to be the powerhouse, the best. No, you can see that the international teams have caught up. This is not 1992 anymore, as Steve Kerr said. International basketball is massive. It's great. And that proves right here with the rising star, Josh Giddey from Australia. Giddey's only 20 years old, had a coming out party in the NBA this season, did it again here in the FIBA World Cup. Australia point guard is the first recipient of the Young Player Award. He averaged 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game for Australia. Who have qualified for the Olympics? South Sudan from Africa, Americas, Canada, and the U.S., Asia, Japan, Europe, Serbia, and Germany, Oceania, Australia. Host is France. Based off of how far they advanced in this tournament, they automatically qualify for the Paris Olympics 2024 next summer. The other teams can still try to get in there. So you can see here from 5 all the way down to 27, they have to play in Olympic qualifying tournaments. So we will see how they do. That will happen early in the summer. You'll expect, again, Latvia to be around there, Lithuania, Slovenia, Italy, Spain, Australia, Brazil, Greece with Giannis back. Whew, there's some tough matches. The Olympics is not going to be easy. But be on the lookout. Of course, come back here to the Hoops Roundup, and when these start happening, we'll keep you updated. And, of course, the future World Cup will be happening during halftime of the championship game. The FIBA World Cup did a ceremonial passing off to the next World Cup. Who is it going to be? It's going to be in Qatar. They just hosted the Soccer World Cup. 2028, they get the Basketball World Cup. 2027, they get the Basketball World Cup. And some dignitaries from Qatar were there, and the dignitaries from the Philippines were passing it off. And here's a picture of that to represent it. That is your FIBA World Cup review. Awards, all tournament team, brackets, qualifiers, and more. We had a fantastic time here in Hoops Roundup every day, giving you the stats, information you need to know, keeping you up to date. We'll continue to do the same when the NBA season starts. Congrats to Canada winning the 3rd place game. First medal since 1930s international basketball. Be on the lookout for this team in the Olympics next year. And of course, congrats to Germany on winning it all. First time ever winning the FIBA World Cup championship for basketball. Now they can match the men's soccer team and say they're world champions. Dennis Schroeder is your MVP. Serbia, valiant effort coming second. Congrats to all the teams who competed to just get here. And of course, thank you for watching on a daily basis, or if this is your first time. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We have Hoops Roundup, we have MMA Roundup, we have American Football Roundup, European Football Roundup, and so much more. Germany, Dutchland, champions, congratulations. Hoops Roundup, out.